Hi British GQ, I'm Ian Wright, and today I'm going undercover on the internet. It's actually me. YouTube time. It's a pity you never played with Thierry. What a duo you could have been. Can you imagine? Wow. It would have been amazing because I would have just stayed in the middle. Thierry would have come off the left. Thierry, for me, is probably the best player that's ever played in the Premier League. Sorry, there it is. I've said it. I wonder why Ian never did more music. He's got a great singing voice. No, this is a nightmare for me just to look at my stupid face. And then I dislike the song. As much as it went to number 41. It went to 41 in the charts. But like, it's one of those when I look at the video, it makes me feel like, why did you do that? But it's done, it's out there, and it comes back like it's just come back to me there. Okay, Ian, when you're doing those coaching badges, never. I haven't got the temperament to be a football manager. And I learned that in that year when I was doing the badges, and I realised I would not be good at this. And plus, where's the enjoyment in management? When do you get to say, wow, that was a good season. Wow, I really enjoyed that. None of them. Look at their hair going grey. Good luck to them, no? Was anyone ever happier to score a goal? The pure impish joy. I don't know if there was. I used to celebrate my goals in training because it's so tough to score against Dave Seaman and get past Tony Adams. I even celebrate now if I score a goal just like messing around. I celebrate as if there was 10,000, 20,000 people there. There's a sound that the crowd make when you're about to score and it goes in, that's addictive. I wish I could score another one. But hey, you know, I had my time. Let's check X. What player would you have loved to have played alongside from the current England squad and why? Probably Phil Foden. Phil Foden is flying right now. Plus, I just want to play alongside Jude Bellingham because I love him. I wonder what Ian Wright, Real Ron for Pele, Dave Seaman's favourite football kits of all time are. Well, firstly, I've got to mention the Brazilian 1970s kit because it's the first football kit I ever saw in colour. Then you're probably going to have to go with Ruud Gullit, the Inter Milan Adidas kit. But I'll probably have to go for the Bruce Banana Arsenal kit. It's iconic, man. Hiya, how you doing? I hope you and the fam are okay. Just a quickie, who's been the best manager you've had to work under? Probably my first manager, Steve Coppell, because he took me straight off the building site and turned me into a professional footballer. Turned me into an England international. Steve Coppell, man. I salute you. On to Instagram. This is really cool. Best dressed man in the West End. I remember seeing him. Okay, so cool, you got a photo with this guy, righty. How would you describe your own fashion sense? Is it like his, refined, classy, mixed with some casual elements? My style is more street and Savile Row. I like the street look, but I still want it tailored pretty well, so it looks nice on you. So it's one of my creature comforts. I like to look good. You cannot get better than Teddy Pendergrass. You sounded good, Ian. Is singing included in your post-match of the day life? Singing is included in all of my life, especially Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy P. Who saw this friendship coming back in their playing days? I think that's bad grammar from you, but I'm not going to go into it. He says, you two need a travel show. Obviously, me and Roy, my dear friend. You know something? I couldn't see it because the jealousy that I had for Man United and Roy Keane. They were so good. I couldn't like them. Now that once we started working together and everything, and you realise he's just a lovely bloke, he loves his dogs, and he's very hard to get into his circle of trust. But I think I'm in it. So, fingers crossed I can stay in it. Because it won't take long for him to kick you out of it, let me tell you that. Righty, how did this sick opportunity come about? Do you think you'll do more acting? I have to admit, when I got on set for the first time, I was petrified. I remember when they said, and action. I forgot all my lines. I forgot the start. It's not something I'm looking to do more of, simply because it's too nerve-wracking. I love how supportive you've been of women's football. How big do you think it can get? Well, there's no ceiling. It can go wherever it wants now that it can get the backing that it should be getting. You just need to build an infrastructure from school, academy level, league football for girls. All of this is happening as we speak. And remember that women's football was put back 50 years just because men didn't want them to be playing. They're doing a lot of catch up. But now we're looking at what's going on with the women's game. There is no ceiling. Here we go, Wikipedia. After 6 or 7 matches at Greenwich, Wright was spotted at Crystal Palace by a scout after a tip-off from Dulwich Hamlet manager Billy Smith and was invited for a trial at Selhurst Park. Having impressed then manager Steve Coppell, he signed a professional contract with Crystal Palace, the agreed fee being a set of weightlifting equipment. This is not true. I only paid 3 matches for Greenwich Borough because it was the end of the season and our permits ran out, so we lent their pitch and I played 3 games for them, and it wasn't a tip-off from Billy Smith because Billy Smith was trying to sign me. But no, they didn't get any weightlifting equipment. Well, it's a nice story to tell people. It's a fib. Unfortunately, my old team got nothing from Crystal Palace, but I made up for them. TikTok. Looks great, mate. Is Sunday roast your favourite meal? Yeah. I remember the first time I went to my friend's house and had a roast. Probably was the best roast I've ever had. So I'll probably say the Sunday roast is my favourite meal smoking. Thank you very much. Right, I didn't realise you were a Guinness drinker. Do you have any favourite pub memories? One of my favourite pub memories, I actually met my wife in my favourite pub. Offered her a drink, she didn't want it. Well, in the end, I married her, so I done all right. I do love a Guinness, though. Cora. Who are the most underrated Arsenal players of all time? Nigel Winterburn, Steve Bold from my time, probably Martin Keown, David Hillier. I've got to mention him. Kevin Campbell, I thought was very underrated. I think Manu Petit, obviously to win the World Cup with France. Who else comes to mind? No one else comes to mind because those are the first ones that came to mind, so they must be the ones. So I'll go with them. Which footballers are most likely to become pundits after retirement? The first one that comes to mind is probably Trent Alexander-Arnold. Someone like Kevin De Bruyne would probably be somebody you'd want to listen to because he's such a deep thinker in the game. So I'll probably go with just those 2 just to kick off. Back to X. Ian, have you thought about bringing out a line of glasses? You always look so good. Thank you, man. And I can't even find a photo of your best. This is so nice. Maybe seeing right or right eye. I don't know what he's saying there, but no, I wouldn't do that, King Pep, Big Balls Greg, because there's so many glasses out there, so many brilliant ranges and that. And that's what I like. That's half the battle with me, finding the good ones. Ian Wright, your best memory in an Arsenal shirt? Lifting the Premier League. It's what I went there for. I went there to win things. I wanted to win the league because that's where you're judged. So to finally do it in a season where I was injured for half of it was unbelievable. Easily the best memory, lifting the Premier League. Ian Wright, what happened to the gold tooth? That was fun. Huh? The gold tooth has not left me since I was 15. Ding. In fact, I lie. I had to get it redone the other day. It was really weird because when I didn't have it, no one realised I didn't have it. I felt a little bit like, no one noticed my gold tooth was missing. Gold tooth is there for life. Okay, Reddit. What makes a good pundit? You have to stick to your opinion. Don't be afraid to put it out there. That's what I believe is a good pundit. If he tells the truth and says something about whether it's his own team or the opposing team that they might not like. That's what I think is a good pundit. Speak your truth, man. Speak your truth. How good was Ian Wright compared to today's attackers? I don't know. You'd have to put my goals up against theirs and what you had to score on a regular basis. So I'm kind of up there, man. Sorry, guys. What are some of your favourite memories, moments at Arsenal as a fan since you stopped playing for the club? Reece Nelson's winning goal last season against Bournemouth. But at the moment, we're not winning too much. We've got moments at the minute as a football club, and we need to build more highlights. Fingers crossed for that. Okay, that's it. I'm signing off the internet.